Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. GM files, and you all know what I'm talking about. It's also going to keep its headquarters in Detroit, and Magna, not Fiat, will be one of the new owners of Opel. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, June 1st, 2009, and now the news. A very historic day in the auto industry as General Motors files for bankruptcy. Indeed, it is the President of the United States, Barack Obama, who is publicly making the announcement. Even though GM has been making serious cuts in employment and manufacturing facilities, it is now expected to still get rid of another 21,000 jobs, close 11 plants, and get rid of 2,400 dealers. GM is expected to emerge from bankruptcy in 60 to 90 days. And while most bankruptcy experts scoffed at the idea of a bankruptcy going that quickly, a federal bankruptcy judge approved the sale yesterday of most of Chrysler's assets to Fiat, the Associated Press reports. That means Chrysler could just be a week or two away from emerging from bankruptcy, which it entered on May 1st. Such a quick turnaround time bodes well for GM's bankruptcy. And of course, this is all going so fast because both companies had done so much prep work before filing, and because the White House is the major force in getting all of this done. Hey, good news for the city of Detroit. General Motors will not abandon the city and move its headquarters to the suburbs. According to the Detroit News, President Obama told members of Congress GM will not move its headquarters to the site of its tech center in Warren, Michigan. Reuters reports that General Motors, the Canadian part supplier Magna, and the U.S. government reached a deal on Saturday to save Opel from bankruptcy. The deal still needs the approval of several German states. GM will retain a 35% stake in Opel, and Russian state-owned bank Sberbank will get a 35% share. Magna will get 20%, with the remaining 10% going to Opel employees. Magna plans to use its stake in the company to push into the Russian market, one of the hottest in the world, before the recession hit. Hyundai's been able to weather the global economic downturn better than most automakers, and now, according to Wards, it will increase its new product development spending next year. The company will spend 214 billion won to develop 5 new models. Hyundai's chairman has said the company will focus on developing small, fuel-efficient vehicles to sell globally. Hey, here's a bit of good advice. If you ever decide to impersonate a police officer, do not call for backup. Autoblog reports that a man from Ontario, Ohio did just that. Fred Heitzman apparently had a habit of pulling people over. He's been charged with doing it twice. Seems like he'd like to chide people for bad driving. Well, too bad it's illegal to impersonate an officer. When he called for backup, the real police arrived and hauled him away. Coming up next, a look at the 2010 GMC Terrain. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
In case there were not enough crossovers on the market today, GMC is launching yet another one. The 2010 Terrain is one of the brand's first car-based CUVs, and it's based on the same architecture as the redesigned Chevy Equinox. Just like its bow-tie brother, it's a mid-size crossover that's very close in size to the Nissan Murano and Ford Edge. Compared to the competition, its styling is much more truck-like. With the Terrain, GM is focusing on technology. It comes standard with a remote start, a backup camera, and a programmable power lift gate. A navigation system with a 7-inch screen and a 40-gig hard drive is optional. 2 engines are offered, and both of them feature direct fuel injection. The base power plant is a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder with 184 horsepower. Since the Equinox is rated at 32 miles per gallon on the highway, we believe the Terrain will do about the same. That's about 7.3 liters per 100 kilometers. A 3-liter V6 is optional, and it puts out 264 horses. Both engines are matched to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Clearly, fuel economy was a top priority, which forced engineers to make some trade-offs. Four-cylinder models get a new technology that helps reduce interior noise. Active noise cancellation listens for booming sound frequencies inside the cabin. If detected, the speakers emit counteracting waves to cancel out the noise. GM hasn't released anything about the Terrain's pricing yet, but the current Equinox starts at about $23,000, and the GMC version should be priced above that, and it should start arriving at dealerships late this summer. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. I'll be gone tomorrow, but my friend and colleague, Murray Feldman from Fox 2 TV in Detroit, will be filling in for me. Thanks for watching.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.